Hi everybody, I am AR Mar, and what I watched today is Book 1, Episode 7 of Avatar The Last Airbender, Winter Solstice Part 1, The Spirit World. This was a really dense episode, and it honestly felt a little crowded to me at times. There was a lot of points where they switched rapidly between the main story of Aang trying to help a spirit and help a village being attacked by that spirit, and Zuko's Uncle Iroh being captured. The Iroh story was kind of cool, it had some good action and it was a bit more lighthearted, but it kind of felt like they were shifting the tone of the episode back and forth too fast. We'd have a sad scene with the Avatar and his friends, and then it'd be right back to Uncle Iroh being brilliant. And it kind of made it feel a little clashed. Both parts were absolutely great, but the way they mashed them together and how quickly they cut between them at times was a bit distracting. Now, onto the parts I loved about this episode. Right at the beginning, we get a great moment with Aang when Katara is kind of musing about, what would it be like to fall onto a cloud, and Aang just goes, "I'll check." Jumps down, comes back up, and just goes, "Yeah, it turns out clouds are made of water." Part of me kind of wants to be like, humans can't survive above the cloud line, but this is a magical fantasy world with a flying bison, so I can quite easily let that slide with the rest of my suspension of disbelief, It really did, get me when they found the scar in the earth, the Fire Nation had left behind, the devastation of that just huge swath of forest, and I do love the artwork and how it showed Aang's, despair, that confliction he has between his fear of what being the Avatar means and his duty, his guilt over having abandoned that duty all those years ago. And it's really palpable in the scene where he's looking at the devastation, just sort of kneeling there going, "I should have prevented this." I also love Katara being able to pull him out of it by pointing out to him, the cycle goes on. The acorns have fallen, the trees will regrow. And I do love that is also the tool he uses at the end of the episode. He finds out that it's the spirit of the forest that's wrecking this village, and he calms it down basically by just showing it the acorn and going, "Don't worry, everything will regrow. It'll be okay." Admittedly, it feels a little weird that the spirit of the forest wouldn't know about the acorns and know how they work, but I still kind of like that moment that he defeated the rampaging spirit with, not with action or anger or fighting, but with understanding and kindness. There were some great scenes in the middle there when, first Sokka goes missing after trying to help Aang fight the monster. And there's a couple scenes in the middle where Katara is genuinely, you can see the fear and despair in her eyes. That fear that they're not going to come back after seeing what this spirit could do. And I gotta give props to the art department in this episode. It is, the amount of emotion communicated through the art is just great. I do also love that when Appa comes to her and sort of nudges her and goes, "Where's Aang? Where's Master?" She immediately, puts on this mask and cheers him up. It shows a lot of maturity for her age, and really that's what she is a character that is being forced to grow up far before her time. Before Aang's first attempt to calm the spirit monster, I did love Sokka's line, "Yep, we're all gonna get eaten by a spirit monster." I just love his matter-of-fact delivery, the deadpan tone, the fact that he was just he's not protesting they're gonna do it, he's just saying "Yep, I'm being realistic, this is gonna happen." But also kind of snarky, he doesn't really believe it. He does have confidence in Aang, he's just the realist at times. And yeah, that's pretty much all I had to say about the episode, except for like I said, the Iroh stuff had some great action, and it was kind of cool to see that Zuko's teacher is this kind of badass. But I would have preferred if it had been a little less frantic in the editing. That's my thoughts on this episode. I hope you guys have a wonderful night, and I'll see you later. Ta-ta for now.